Hello, I'm Arielle, a speech-language pathologist on the Dioma team. I'm here to walk you through your very first lesson. Let's get started. So this is the screen you'll see when you log in, and it will have your different topics for today's practice listed here. If you scroll down, don't worry, this is supposed to be grayed out on your very first time logging in. This will generate with different little squares, and each square corresponds to a topic that our teachers have written into our curriculum. So as you go, each individual square will go from untouched all the way to strong. And those are based on how you're actually doing. Are you getting questions correct? Are you getting lots of corrections? They're not just based on your time in the platform. Then below, you'll see our different levels that correspond to the CEFR, and we have emerging and confident for every one of these. We broke these down so that your learning will always be more manageable and targeted to just the level that you are on. So we'll scroll back up and click Start Today's Session. When you open up your first session, you'll notice a few key features here. So this will always let you know that you're doing speaking practice or writing practice. This will be the specific grammar topic. You'll have a large prompt here. And then there's a little try using nudge here where it recommends that you try using certain specific grammar types or vocabulary words. Up here, we have this Learn More bubble. And then to the side, we have this little toggle where you can pick the different language. So you may want to see it in the language you're working on, or you may wish to see it in English, and you get to choose. If you click into Learn More, we added this because everybody learns differently. Some learners want to jump right in. Some learners want a little bit of background or a refresher before they get going. Some days you might feel differently. So let's click in and see what it has. So first we have the grammar topic, and then these explanations are written by the teachers that wrote our curriculum for us. And again, you can toggle these explanations in if you want to really stay in that language that you're working on right now. Below, you can see it in example sentences, along with a little speaker button where you can hear what it sounds like. And then these are common mistakes that we notice with learners to watch out for that could pop up, as well as how to use this correctly. And then a quick little exercise where you can try it and you have that automatic feedback where you get the little green or the little red. These little trial exercises are just here to sort of get you grounded before the exercise. Nothing is scored here or considered towards your progress like those little squares that we saw before. And then closing this, so we can go back to the exercise, closing this puts you back right on the same prompt, and what you've written or said will still be saved here. So you can always take a look at this in the middle of your work as well. So for now, we are just going to skip through here. So continuing on to the writing practice, you'll notice now our little bubble says writing practice. Now we're doing a different grammar topic, and then there's the same prompt here. You can always have the speaker read it out to you. Again, you can always switch it from Spanish back to English or Hebrew or French, whatever language you're working in. And again, there's that try using prompt that just sort of encourages you with what you should be practicing here. So we'll just enter in an example sentence, submit that, and then here's what your feedback will look like. This is the same as what you'll see when you've done the speaking practice as well, but we're just for the sake of time showing it to you once. So this will be your personalized feedback. Usually it takes about 20 seconds to get that feedback to generate because our algorithm is using our teacher-written curriculum to evaluate your response and then give you corrections that are actually helpful. So as you'll see, you have the prompt here, and then your response is repeated so that you can go back and compare to it. And it always starts with what you got right. This is really helpful both for you and for our algorithm to see the progress that you've made so far so we can personalize your practice. And then the corrections. Oh, this actually says nothing to correct. Your response had no errors worth flagging. Nice work. But right under here, you would have corrections, what you wrote or said, the corrections, and why those corrections should be made. And the corrections are good. They're how we learn. They're how we make progress. So down here, they're giving you those examples with helpful vocabulary that you could have used as well. Here, maybe there are more advanced words that you could have used that you hadn't included in your response. Scrolling back up, we can head to our dashboard and see how all of that great work that you've done is brought into this lovely map so that we can see our progress. So anytime in your practice, you can head back up and go back to the dashboard and see all of the data that we've collected. And as you can see, our map is now filling in. We've had minimal interactions with a few different topics, moderate with one topic, and 42 topics still untouched for this level. And then every time you bump up a level, you'll see this map resetting. Every 3 sessions, this plan rebuilds, and the topics get darker as you have learned them more, and you can always move your cursor over them to see what topics are coming and what topics you've already had a look at. We love this visual. It's really helpful and motivating for our learners to get to see the progress they're making, and it's a reflection of what's all going on the back end with our algorithm, knowing what you're doing really well on and what you need more progress on so that it feeds you the best thing to work on for your next session. You can work on Dioma from your browser on your computer or your browser on your phone, and you can do your free trial at dioma.com. We are really excited about what we've built, and we really hope that this helps your language learning journey. Thanks so much.